Hey guys, welcome to our channel Coders Arcade. So in today's video we are going to continue our last topic, which was waits and timeouts. So before we start, if you haven't seen those two videos, I'll give the link in the description below. You can go and watch those videos first and then come on to this part 3 video of this topic. So here at our last program, we wrote this program for timeouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this whole thing and I'm going to make a new file here into my directory, automation directory, and I'm going to give this name as implicit wait.robot, and then I'm going to close my old program. Here I'm going to paste my program. So, and I'm going to delete some of parts of the program. We don't want this as well. So our program is cleaned up. So we are going to see in this program what implicit waits are. So what is implicit waits? So whenever your program runs into an error at some line of code, suppose let's say this input text name first name coders has encountered an error. It could not find, suppose this locator. So since our locator is correct right now, I'm going to change this locator, and now this will encounter an error onto this line and our program will fail. So what will implicit wait do here? Whenever your program runs into an error, then implicit wait is the time that the robot framework waits for this particular command to be resolved, and then it will go on to the next piece of code. So here, since our locator is incorrect right now, and if I'm going to go to my terminal and if I type here robot and then I'm going to specify my directory name, and after backslash I'm going to write the name of a file. So implicit wait dot robot is the name of a file, and if I press enter, you can see this program should fail. Why it should fail? Because it won't be able to find the first name locator here, because this locator is wrong. We changed the locator from first name to first name 1. So now our program is failed. As you can see here, if I close this, it created log, output and report file, and the program is failed. So element with locator name first name 1 not found. So what implicit wait will do here, instead of giving us the fail right away, it will wait for this wait to check if this piece of code will be resolved or not. So to show you that, I am going to write here set selenium implicit wait, and here I am going to specify how much wait I want to give. So let's say 10 seconds. So one more thing, by default implicit wait time is 0 seconds. So it will throw an exception right away, as you saw here. When it reached this part of the program, it threw an exception here and our test case failed. So, but now after giving this command, set selenium implicit wait 10 seconds, this will wait for 10 seconds when it reaches this piece of code. So instead of giving the exception right away, it will wait for 10 seconds, and after 10 seconds, the program will fail. So now if I run this code here, I'll type CLS to clear my terminal, and then I'm going to write this command here. And if I press enter, you will be able to see once it is loaded, it will maximize the browser window and it will not throw an exception right away. Instead, it will wait for 10 seconds and then our program will fail. So if you see here, now after 10 seconds it failed. So it is not showing the 10 seconds anywhere written here after failing. So to make it visible, what we are going to do is we are going to create a variable here. Let's call it wait, and here after giving two tabs, I'm going to write get selenium implicit wait. So this will take the selenium implicit wait and will be stored into this variable wait. Now to print this variable, I'm going to write my command log to console, and here I'm going to print my variable wait which I created. So Now this will print the selenium implicit weight at before reaching to this command set selenium implicit weight, and after it I am going to again copy this whole thing, and after this I'm going to paste it here. And now what this will do is it will first print the selenium default selenium implicit weight, then our selenium implicit weight will be updated to 10 seconds, and then it will print the updated selenium implicit weight, and then it will fail because this command will be failed. So if I go to my terminal and run it again, this will maximize the browser window once it's loaded. You can see here, see it failed after 10 seconds. So this 0 second is the default implicit weight before writing this command set selenium implicit weight, and this is the updated value which is printed with this command. So basically this is what selenium implicit weight does. Implicit weight is nothing but when your program encounters an error at some point of code, how much time it should wait for that code to be resolved, this time is set into this implicit weight. So again, in this video, the whole idea of failing our code is to print the selenium implicit weight, because if our program is passed, then we won't be able to see this implicit weight thing. So by this, we completed our topic, which is waits and timeouts in robot framework, and this is our code. So this is all about this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you like the video, and if you like it, then tell us in the comment section below. If you have any doubts, then post them in the comment section. I will definitely try to clear those doubts. Also, like, share and subscribe to our channel Coders Arcade and press the bell icon so that you will get a notification when we post our new video. Thank you. Happy learning.